When we treat children's play as seriously as it deserves, we are helping them feel the joy that's to be found in the creative spirit. It's not so much what we do, but how we accept each other's loving actions. Love is like infinity. You can't have more or less infinity, and you can't compare two things to see if they're equally infinite. Infinity just is, and that's the way I think love is too. Love is the root of everything, all learning, all relationships, love or the lack of it. Try your best to make goodness attractive. That's one of the toughest assignments you'll ever be given. You've made this day a special day just by being you. There's no person in the whole world like you, and I like you just the way you are. Love and trust in the space between what's said and what's heard in our life can make all the difference in the world. I've learned that it's okay to have feelings and to express them. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to show vulnerability. It's not the honors and the prizes and the fancy outsides of life that ultimately nourish our souls. It's the knowing that we can be trusted, that we never have to fear the truth, that the bedrock of our very being is good stuff. The world needs a sense of worth, and it will achieve it only by its people feeling that they are worthwhile. There is no normal life that is free of pain. It's the very wrestling with our problems that can be the impetus for our growth. Mutual caring relationships require kindness and patience, tolerance, optimism, joy in the other's achievements, confidence in oneself, and the ability to give without undue thought of gain. If only you could sense how important you are to the lives of those you meet, how important you can be to people you may never even dream of. People have said, "Don't cry to other people," for years and years, and all it has ever meant is, "I'm too uncomfortable when you show your feelings. Don't cry." I'd rather have them say, "Go ahead and cry, I'm here to be with you." Often when you think you're at the end of something, you're at the beginning of something else. The greatest gift you can give somebody is your honest self. Listening is often the only thing needed to help someone. In times of stress, the best thing we can do for each other is to listen with our ears and our hearts, and to be assured that our questions are just as important as our answers. The greatest thing that we can do is to help somebody know that they're loved and capable of loving. The more you can be yourself, the more your neighbor will be able to be themselves. What really matters is helping others win too, even if it means slowing down and changing our course now and then. As long as we're able to be pulled by the longing for what's better, we can be hopeful, and that's really the message of the neighborhood. All of us at some time or other need help. Whether we're giving or receiving help, each one of us has something valuable to bring to this world. The child is in me still, and sometimes not so still. Anything that's human is mentionable, and anything that is mentionable can be more manageable. Being a parent is not about making life perfect for your child, but about loving and guiding them through life's imperfections. It's our insides that make us who we are, that allow us to dream and wonder and feel for others. The connections we make in the course of a life, maybe that's what heaven is. The more I think it over, the more I feel that there is nothing more truly artistic than to love people. What matters isn't how a person's inner life finally puts together the alphabet and numbers of his outer life. What really matters is whether he uses the alphabet for the declaration of a war or the description of a sunrise. We live in a world in which we need to share responsibility. It's easy to say, it's not my child, not my community, not my world, not my problem. Then there are those who see the need and respond. I consider those people my heroes. Nobody else can live the life you live. And even though no human being is perfect, we always have the chance to bring what's unique about us to live in a redeeming way. Our society is not a game. It is real people living and working together. We need to take care of each other. Confronting our feelings and giving them appropriate expression always takes strength, not weakness. As human beings, our job in life is to help people realize how rare and valuable each one of us really is, that each of us has something that no one else has or ever will have. Play is often talked about as if it were a relief from serious learning, but for children, play is serious learning. Parents are like shuttles on a loom. They join the threads of the past with threads of the future and leave their own bright patterns as they go. There's no should or should not when it comes to having feelings. They're part of who we are, and their origins are beyond our control. I have really never considered myself a TV star. I always thought I was a neighbor who just came in for a visit. Listening is where love begins, listening to ourselves and then to our neighbors. I hope you're proud of yourself for the times you've said yes, when all it meant was extra work for you and was seemingly helpful only to someone else. When we can talk about our feelings, they become less overwhelming, less upsetting, and less scary. When we love a person, we accept him or her exactly as is, the lovely with the unlovely, the strong along with the fearful, the true mixed in with the facade. And of course, the only way we can do it is by accepting ourselves that way. You rarely have time for everything you want in this life, so you need to make choices, and hopefully, your choices can come from a deep sense of who you are. Forgiveness is a strange thing. It can sometimes be easier to forgive our enemies than our friends. It can be hardest of all to forgive people we love. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and leave a comment. Click the subscribe button to get more videos like this one.